Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare states $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're diving into a fascinating chapter of American coinage, the 2000 Virginia quarter, part of the renowned 50-state quarters program. This quarter might look like just another piece of pocket change, but for collectors, it's a gem packed with history, artistic flair, and a surprising potential for value. Whether you're a casual coin lover or a serious numismatist, listen closely because this coin has stories and secrets that make it truly special. The 2000 Virginia quarter was released as the 12th coin in the 50-state quarter series, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This program was a huge hit because it combined beautiful, state-themed designs with everyday coins, turning simple change into collectible art. Virginia's quarter features the iconic three ships, the Susan Constant, Godspeed, and Discovery, which brought the first English settlers to Jamestown, the first permanent English settlement in America. The design symbolizes exploration, courage, and the birth of a nation. This quarter is a tribute not just to Virginia's rich history, but to the foundation of the United States itself. Now, while millions of these quarters were minted, making them seem common, there's more than meets the eye. For collectors, condition, mint mark, and especially errors, can make a big difference in value. The 2000 Virginia quarter was minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, with a D mint mark. While both are abundant in circulation, pristine examples and unique errors are what coin hunters really want. One of the most exciting things about this quarter is its rarity in uncirculated condition. Because the 50-state quarters program was so popular, many collectors started saving these coins right from the start. However, finding a 2000 Virginia quarter in perfect mint state, with full luster and no handling marks, is becoming tougher. These high-grade coins are increasingly valuable as time passes, but let's get to the juicy part: errors and varieties that make this quarter stand out. Among the known errors for the 2000 Virginia quarter, the most sought after is the double die obverse, DDO. This error causes the lettering on the front of the coin, such as the word Liberty or the date 2000, to appear doubled when examined closely under magnification. These double dies are rare and often dramatically increase a coin's value. Another popular error is the off-center strike, where the coin's design is not perfectly aligned on the metal blank, resulting in a shifted or partially missing image. These off-center coins vary in value depending on how much of the design is visible and how severe the misalignment is. The more striking and visible the error, the more collectors are willing to pay. Additionally, there are clipped planchet errors, where the metal blank is improperly cut, causing parts of the coin to be missing or irregularly shaped. Such errors make coins unique and highly desirable to collectors who love one-of-a-kind pieces. There's also the chance to find a doubled rim error or slight variations in the relief of the design elements. While these are less common, they still add collectible value when found. Condition remains a key factor. Coins graded MS65 and above, especially those certified by PCGS or NGC, can command premiums in the marketplace. Proof versions of the Virginia quarter, struck in San Francisco with an S mint mark, also attract collectors looking for flawless mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. Now, let's talk numbers. What's this coin actually worth? A circulated 2000 Virginia quarter typically trades for about 25 cents to 50 cents, close to face value. But in uncirculated condition, prices rise to around $2 to $5, depending on eye appeal and mint mark. Proof versions with the S mint mark can fetch anywhere from $5 to $10, especially if graded highly. But the real excitement comes from error coins. A well-documented double die obverse or a dramatic off-center strike can sell for anywhere between $50 to several $100s at auctions, depending on the error's severity and the coin's condition. So next time you're sorting through your pocket change or your collection, take a close look at that 2000 Virginia quarter. Inspect the date, check the lettering, and look for any unusual marks or misalignments. You could be holding a rare error or a high-grade gem that's worth much more than just a quarter. Top 2, we're shining the spotlight on a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the 2002 Louisiana quarter, part of the iconic 50-state quarter series. At first glance, this might look like a simple quarter, but believe me, it carries a wealth of stories, unique design elements, and even rare errors that make it a prized possession for collectors around the world. If you're serious about coin collecting or just curious about hidden treasures in your pocket change, stay with me because this video is packed with details you won't want to miss. The Louisiana quarter was released in 2002 as the 18th coin in the 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 through 2008. This program was revolutionary, capturing the rich history and culture of every state on a coin that everyone could use every day. Louisiana's quarter is no exception. It beautifully showcases the state's unique identity with the depiction of a pelican, the state bird, nesting on a branch, surrounded by the state motto, Union, Justice, Confidence. The design symbolizes Louisiana's heritage, resilience, and natural beauty. What makes this coin truly special isn't just the stunning artwork or the historical significance, it's what collectors look for beneath the surface: rarity, condition, and errors that can elevate the coin's value well beyond its face. Millions of these quarters were minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with the Denver coins bearing the familiar D mint mark. Because of this high production, the 2002 Louisiana quarter is relatively common in circulation. However, finding one in perfect, uncirculated condition is getting harder by the year, especially as more coins get worn or damaged. High-grade coins, especially those graded MS-65 and above by professional services, are increasingly valuable to collectors who prize quality and eye appeal. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part: errors and varieties that make this quarter stand out from the pack. One of the rarest and most sought-after errors is the double die obverse or DDO. This means that during the coin's production, the die used to stamp the design shifted slightly, causing the date, Liberty, or In God We Trust, to appear doubled when viewed under magnification. These subtle doubling errors can dramatically increase a coin's value because they are both rare and visually interesting. Another popular and eye-catching error is the off-center strike, where the coin's design is misaligned so that part of the image is missing or shifted. The value of these off-center coins depends on how much of the design is visible. The more dramatic the misalignment, the higher the value. Collectors love these because no two off-center strikes are exactly the same, making each one unique. There are also some reports of clipped planchets for the 2002 Louisiana quarter, where the metal blank used to make the coin is improperly cut, leading to a coin with a missing edge or odd shape. Such errors are rare and highly collectible. Condition, as always, is critical. Proof coins with the S mint mark from San Francisco were also produced for this quarter and are highly prized due to their mirror-like finish and sharp details. These coins were not intended for circulation but were sold directly to collectors, making them scarcer in everyday life. Now, let's get to the big question: what is the 2002 Louisiana quarter actually worth? Circulated versions of this quarter usually trade close to their face value of 25 cents. However, uncirculated coins, especially those graded MS-65 or higher, can sell for between $2 and $5 depending on condition and demand. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S, often fetch $5 to $15, with higher grade proofs commanding premium prices. If you manage to find one of the rare error coins, like a double die obverse or a sharply off-center strike, these can go for $50 to a few $100s at auction, depending on the rarity and condition of the error. Some extraordinary pieces have even reached prices above $300 when in pristine condition and with dramatic errors. Top 3, we're turning our focus to a bold and proud piece of American history, the 2004 Texas quarter, part of the famous 50-state quarter series. If you think a quarter is just pocket change, think again. This coin is a symbol of Texas's rich heritage and holds fascinating secrets for collectors who know what to look for. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just curious about coins, stay tuned, because this video will take you deep into the story, rarity, and value of the 2004 Texas quarter. The 2004 Texas quarter was the 28th release in the 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. Designed to honor each state's unique history and culture, the Texas quarter stands out with its detailed and meaningful design. On the reverse, you'll find the iconic Lone Star, symbolizing Texas's nickname as the Lone Star State, surrounded by the outline of the state itself. The phrase, the Lone Star State, proudly encircles the image, reflecting Texas's independent spirit and deep pride. The obverse, like all quarters in the series, features the timeless portrait of George Washington. What makes the Texas quarter truly special is more than its design. It's about rarity, condition, and intriguing mint errors that can dramatically increase the coin's worth. Millions of these quarters were minted at both the Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, with a D mint mark, mints, flooding circulation and making the coin widely available. But here's the thing, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is increasingly difficult as time goes on. Coins that look as if they just came off the mint press, with sharp details and full original luster, are treasures for collectors. Those graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are especially sought after. Now, for the real excitement, the errors and varieties collectors go wild for. One notable error to watch for is the double die obverse, DDO. This minting mistake causes doubling of key design elements on the coin's front, such as Liberty, the date, 2004, or even parts of George Washington's profile. Under magnification, this doubling is visible and can skyrocket the coin's value, as double dies are both rare and fascinating pieces of mint history. Another error that makes collectors' hearts race is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin isn't perfectly aligned during stamping, causing part of the design to be cut off or shifted. Off-center coins vary widely in value depending on how much of the image is visible. The more dramatic and clear the misalignment, the more valuable the coin. Clipped planchets are another intriguing error. This happens when the metal blank is not properly cut, resulting in a coin with missing sections or irregular edges. Clipped planchets are highly collectible due to their rarity and unique appearance. Proof versions of the 2004 Texas quarter, struck in San Francisco and marked with an S, are also very desirable. These coins feature mirror-like finishes and sharper details and were produced primarily for collectors, making them less common in everyday circulation. When it comes to real-world value, here's what you need to know. A circulated 2004 Texas quarter usually trades at or just above face value, roughly 25 cents to 50 cents. But the price jumps significantly for coins in top condition. Uncirculated examples can fetch $2 to $5, especially when certified by a reputable grading service. Proof coins with the S mint mark typically command $5 to $15, depending on their condition and demand among collectors. Now, if you come across an error coin, like a well-documented double die obverse or a dramatic off-center strike, you could be looking at a much bigger payday. These error coins often sell for anywhere from $50 up to several $100s at auction, depending on the error's rarity and the coin's grade. Some particularly stunning or rare error coins have even sold for over $300. So next time you're sorting through your change or digging through your coin collection, take a close look at that 2004 Texas quarter. Inspect the date, check the mint mark, and carefully examine for any signs of doubling or misalignment. You might just uncover a rare gem worth much more than a simple quarter. Top 4, we're diving deep into a special quarter that might just surprise you, the 2009 United States District of Columbia quarter dollar. It's not just any 25-cent coin. For collectors, this little piece of metal holds a whole lot of history, design magic, and, in some rare cases, serious value. Released in 2009, this quarter was part of the District of Columbia and U.S. Territories Quarters program, a follow-up to the wildly popular 50-state quarter series. But what makes this particular coin so fascinating is its design, the man-at-honors, and the stunning errors that turned ordinary coins into rare treasures. Let's talk design. This coin features Duke Ellington, the legendary jazz composer and pianist, the first African-American to appear by himself on a circulating U.S. coin. He's shown elegantly seated at a grand piano, with his name and a sheet of music clearly detailed. This tribute to the cultural richness of D.C. instantly made the coin stand out among collectors. But while the design is beautiful, what really sparks interest are the errors, the kind that send coin hunters into a frenzy. Some versions of the District of Columbia quarter were struck with missing edge lettering, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets. These mint mistakes make certain quarters incredibly rare and highly desirable. One of the most talked about errors is the double die obverse, where details like the inscriptions or Duke Ellington's features appear slightly doubled. If you spot one, don't spend it, because that's the kind of coin collectors dream about. There's also buzz about coins that have extra metal or die cracks, small lines or lumps on the surface that occurred during minting. These errors may seem minor, but to the trained eye of a collector, they turn a 25-cent piece into a coin worth watching. Now, let's not forget the mint marks. The 2009 DC quarter was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The San Francisco proof versions, especially the silver proofs, are in high demand due to their limited release and sharp mirror-like finish. These aren't found in your change, they were sold directly to collectors, making them much scarcer. Collectors love this coin not only for its tribute to a music icon but also for the variety of versions and errors that make the hunt exciting. Whether you're flipping through your spare change or sorting through rolls from the bank, keep your eyes open. The right 2009 District of Columbia quarter could be sitting quietly among the ordinary. Now, let's talk money. A regular circulated coin is usually worth face value, but coins with errors or proof versions can fetch anywhere from a few dollars to over $50. Rare error coins have been spotted in online auctions and coin shows selling for $100 to even $250, depending on the condition and the rarity of the mistake. Top 5, and last rare coin, we're diving into a U.S. coin that combines history, design, and potential value, the 2003 Alabama quarter dollar. If you've got one lying around, don't overlook it. Some of these quarters are worth far more than face value. Released as the 22nd coin in the 50-state quarters program, the Alabama quarter honors the incredible Helen Keller, the first blind and deaf person to earn a college degree and a global symbol of courage. Her image appears seated with her name written in Braille, a powerful design that made this coin instantly iconic. In fact, it was the first U.S. coin to feature Braille and the first to honor a woman alone. But what really makes this coin interesting for collectors isn't just its design, it's the rare errors, proof versions, and mint varieties that set it apart. Most of these coins were struck in Philadelphia and Denver, marked by a P or D mint mark. But the San Francisco minted proof coins, especially the silver proofs, were made in smaller numbers and never meant for circulation. If you spot one, you've got something special. Now let's talk about the error coins. Some Alabama quarters show clipped planchets, where part of the coin's edge is cut off-center strikes. The design is shifted, making it partially missing die cracks and cuds, raised lines or blobs caused by worn dies. Double die errors, where letters or images look slightly doubled. These errors weren't supposed to happen, and that's exactly why collectors hunt for them. A small mistake during minting can turn an ordinary quarter into a rare find worth big money, and don't forget about condition. Even a normal Alabama quarter with no errors can still be valuable if it's in uncirculated condition or has been graded highly by a third-party service. So, what are these coins worth? A regular circulated 2003 Alabama quarter is still worth 25 cents, but an uncirculated coin in mint condition can sell for $3 to $5. A silver-proof version. That can bring in $15 to $30, especially if still sealed or graded, but if you find a verified error coin, like an off-center strike or double die, you're looking at a value of $75 to $150, sometimes even more depending on rarity and condition. So check your change, coin rolls, or old collections. That Alabama quarter might not just be a tribute to courage, it could also be a surprise payday. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting.